HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. Alright guys, so this is the digital dash. It's the TunerView. It's the same app we used in another car we did a while back, another turbo Honda we did. It's a great app. It worked great then, it works great now. Everything's really fully customizable. You can go through and set up each one of the gauges, set up the parameters you want to run in, make them turn red, or really any color. You can set all kinds of colors on there. So a pretty neat setup, and you can run this off of a Bluetooth adapter. So an OBD1 ECU, you've got your 4-pin data logging hookup there. So when you buy a Bluetooth adapter, the one we got here was from BM Devs, so I'll link it in the description. They were out of Canada, but we got it really quick, came through really fast. So the plugged right in. The one we had before had wires on it, and you kind of had to stick it down, mount it down. So this one actually worked really good because it's all set up together, and you can see the lights flashing on everything as it's running, which is kind of nice. But it goes in really simple, really easy. As long as you got the 4 pins, and they actually send you the 4-pin adapter if you want to solder one into your board. You can do that also. Luckily, our board had it. One thing that was not done on this board, even though this board was fully chipped and already ready to go, is it had the 4-pin adapter, but J12 on the motherboard. If you look up J12, it'll be written there. It's a little resistor or diode, really, and you have to cut that. First, it was not cut, and I bought every protocol on there, was trying every single one of them to get one of these to work. I even switched it. We have another chip that was programmed by a different guy. Finally, after cutting J12, it goes from really half speed to full speed, allowing you to talk back and forth with the app, which is what you need in order to run it, because it would just log it down. It wouldn't do anything. But that's what you want to do. Cut J12. Both chips ended up working. This one was tuned with Chrome, so the Chrome extension protocol worked for it. The other one was done with EC Tune, so you can use either one, hook it up, and that'll work fine either way. The one we had before, the other Honda, was a Neptune, and it worked great also. So you can go through and set up those protocols for like Neptune and EC Tune. They have different protocols you can set up for running different things. You can hook up your wideband. Right now, this is the narrow band running just through the ECU. We're going to end up, this thing does have a wideband, that's it right there, but it's not working right now because it got ripped out. So I got to get a new sensor put in, and then that should be fine. But it's pretty cool. Everything that it does, pretty neat. And then I set it up. You can see the middle dial there is the degrees of ignition timing, which is really cool. And the first one there is your boost gauge there, and I've got air intake temp, and then engine coolant temp. I did that on the side. That starts out as a throttle position sensor percentage that runs up and down. So I made it the engine coolant temp, which is a little frustration for me. So, but it's pretty neat though, but you can set it up all different kinds of ways. I'll link the other video also, so you'll see that, which goes a little bit more in depth into the app and things like that. So, but pretty cool though. That's it.
Time to get out and play. AMSOIL delivers the ultimate protection for your vehicles and equipment. Fast, free shipping right to your door. Spend $100 and shipping is on us. Order now at AMSOIL.com.